take a deep breath. The bane of music teachers around the world. Melodic decoration. Well, let's get through these really quickly. Now, you do not need to be an expert on these. You don't really need to know them all, but I think it would be good to put them on here, just so if you want to revise them, you know where to look. Melodic decoration is basically little ways of decorating a melody, putting little fancy things on it, making it sound a little bit more interesting and colourful. There's a number of decorations available to a composer. The most common one is the trill, which looks like this in the score, and it is 2 notes fluttering. And it might go on, the fluttering will go on for as long as that wavy line goes. That's the trill. That's the important one to keep in mind, in my opinion. But here's some others. Appoggi, atura. Appoggiatura. Now, this is a note before the main note in the melody. I'm going to try and give you an example now as best I can. I'm going to call it a slow leaning note. So here is the keyboard. So if I have 2 chords here and I play a melody, maybe I'll play that a little bit quieter in the left hand. Okay, very nice, makes sense and everything. But if I add an appoggiatura, it will be a little note just taking us outside of the melody, just shortly, just to add a little bit of colour. And it will sound like this. So that little just adds a little bit more colour and interest, and that's an example of an appoggiatura. Compared to that is ACC, IACC, atura, acciaccatura. Yes, that's right, acciaccatura. I think I've nailed that one in terms of how you say it. And that is a super fast grace note or a crushed note that happens just before the main notes. Here's someone who can play it a lot better than me for an example.
Here's the opening 3 bars, and you can see and feel how those little acciaccaturas represent that sort of hopping movement of the kangaroo. Let's have a listen to these 3 bars.
So those are 2 decorations that cause lots of confusions. So one way I try and remember it is that the appoggiatura has 2 P's in it. P for pause. Those notes are slower. Compared to the acciaccatura, which has the double C in it, ACC, like the word accelerate, so it's faster. So maybe you could learn how to spell those and what they mean. Could be helpful. Let's move on. Mordant. Right, so the mordant is 3 quick notes, and you have an upper mordant and a lower mordant. So an upper mordant goes note up and then back down. Probably faster than that. And a lower mordant does the reverse of that. It starts on the top note and goes down and up. For example. So those are mordants, and our last melodic decoration is the turn, and looks like that, and it's a 4-note motif. So it starts on the note that's written, but with this sign above it, it goes up, comes down, and back up again like this. And again, might be faster than that. So there are your melodic decorations. I think trill is the important one, but you might want to be studious and learn them all.